What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Yeah! Love to hear it. Yeah! Live on KSHB AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. We are here at Nursie Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa, located on 8360 West Sarah Avenue, Suite 220. Again, that's 8360 West Sarah Avenue, Suite 220. I want you guys to come out here, get some free facials. Come check out the many services that Nursie Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa has to offer. They have so many things you can choose from non-surgical procedures. We have butt lifts, breast lifts, lip injections, forehead injections, whatever you need to freeze that thing that's bothering you. They got it. But welcome in. Yeah, I love to see it. It's Tuesday. Really happy to be here. I have some of my family members in the audience right now. Auntie Faye, Auntie Glow. Yes. And we got my sister right here live on the show. Clap it up. Yeah, it's Taylor Jeanette. Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, y'all. Like I told y'all yesterday, she just turned 21. Clap it up for a legal adult. Yeah. And she is coming live on my show right now to talk to you guys about Just a Mag magazine. I'll let her introduce what that is. But she is a student at the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida. And so I'm super proud of you and happy to have you on my show. Yay! So let's talk about it. You have Just a Mag magazine. Not a Phase magazine. Excuse me, that's my other friend. Oops, sorry about that. Not a Phase magazine. And I want you to talk to us about what's so important about this magazine to you.
Sure. So I'm an editor and journalist at Not a Phase Mag. Basically started by my friend Ray. She's the founder. And what's really important to us about the mag is it's for creatives by creatives. We all grew up working in, our creative niches. I like screenwriting, acting. She's a big photographer and loves film. So, she basically went into that, and we decided that we wanted to create something that was for other creatives like us and giving them the platform that, we wish we had.
I love that. Clap it up for that. Yes. Again, she goes to the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida. You are a junior, correct? And you're majoring in biology. Love to hear it. And so she said she has Not a Phase magazine, where this is a magazine for creatives by creatives. Where did you guys get this idea from?
This is all Ray as far as the name and the for creatives by creatives. I think she was just doodling in her journal one day, and that's what she likes to do whenever she has a new idea. She's doodling, and that was just some picture she sent me, and she called me. She was like, I want to make this into something. I have no idea how it is what it is today, but it is what it is today.
Love so and the best thing, clap it up for that. Love that. The best thing about this is that it's not just a phase. It is not just a mag, because it is that magazine. And what I've seen on social media is that you guys have A-listers reposting your content. Let's talk about who you posted you on social media. You forgot? Fergie.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, we 1 for 1. I messed up, but she messed up. But how did it feel to have Fergie repost your magazine?
Yes, that was awesome. We had Fergie repost us. Someone on our team, he got the wonderful chance to meet her. We've had some actors, Reed Shannon, he's on Netflix. So we featured some pretty cool people in our magazine. It's pretty awesome. So yeah.
Nice. So yes, look how interactive the crowd is today. Now I want you to talk about some of the content that is in Not a Phase magazine. What do you guys write about?
So every cycle we pick our selective creatives that we want to feature, and we have themes. So our last theme, drop 4, was for the people. So we found basically people all around the country. We're LA based, so we expanded out this time. We found like a really cool band, Aurora Ave the band. They're based in Seattle. Some digital content creators. I can't think of everybody right now. We had a lot of people, but it was great. What was the question? Sorry.
It's okay. I got you. So look, she's a little nervous, y'all, but it's okay. This is my little sissy. Oh, but okay. So she started this magazine. Her and Ray. Ray is out in Los Angeles. She's also in college. What school is she in again? She in school, and so and Taylor is also in undergrad right now. And the cool thing is that, again, this started off as kind of like a college magazine that they just kind of took outside of that, and now it's a real magazine that's in the streets. They're publishing it. They're getting celebrities to repost them, to actually reach out to them. But what's even more cool is they're getting musical artists to reach out to them to do music videos. Let's talk about this. She was flown out to Chicago to do a music video and not be like a video vixen, but to literally curate it, produce it, edit it, and publish it. Let's talk about that.
Yes, so shout out Avery Grace. We love you. We got the wonderful opportunity, we got the budget, and she basically put her song in our hands and said, yeah, create a little short film music video, and go out to Chicago and do what you do. So Ray and I, we produced it. Ray directed it. I wrote the script, and I acted like in the beginning of it. So yeah, that was awesome. And that was great. That was a really good opportunity, and we hope that brings us more attraction as far as music is concerned.
Now, I want to talk to you about this. You are a full-time student. You also do have a job, and you're also working for Not a Phase magazine. You're right now getting your degree in biology, and that is a hard feat as it is, because biology, nursing, chemistry, those are extreme majors that take up all of your time. How are you able to juggle Not a Phase magazine, biology, and your job?
I don't. um, it's a struggle every day, but I do it because I want to. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. So, yeah, I guess just try to focus on getting your sleep. I just tell myself to get enough sleep every day, and that keeps me going.
So one thing we know about creatives is that they have their creative passion, whether that's acting, whether that's radio, whether that's editing, writing, whatever it may be. But a lot of them also have their full-time jobs. And you're getting your degree in biology because you want to be what?
Um, Something in medicine. I have always been interested in being an OBGYN. So whether that's the PA route or the med school route, that's what I've been interested in since I was in like middle school.
Love that.
So yeah.
Now, we have people listening in from all over the world, over 20,000 listeners who are on the radio right now, 15,000 listeners who are on the KSHP app, and then those who are listening into the streaming apps right now. Let's talk about your college lifestyle. How does it feel being a college student in our current climate? We just got out of COVID, and now we're back into kind of the regular swing of things, and you're in biology. Like, how does it feel to be a college student right now?
I don't know. I think my experience is a little different just because of my major and all the classes I do. Because I will say it feels kind of hard to be a college student right now. But at the end of the day, I enjoy. You get to meet great people on campus and make cool relationships, and connect with different organizations and people that are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. So it is accommodating. We're in an age of social media as well, so the social everything is just different. But I've made like really great relationships with people in school and even outside of my school just because of the climate today.
I love that. So a lot of people don't realize this, but again, this is my sister. She just turned 21 yesterday. And when I went through undergrad and also graduated, I was really big into higher education student affairs. And so I've done a lot in my personal life outside of media. And one thing that I always wanted to make sure I did was give the help that I didn't receive trying to go into college to my sisters and allow them to have a resource to know where they want to go. And me and Taylor had the hardest time. When I tell you I was trying to push her to go somewhere outside of Chicago, I was like, you got to live, you got to move, you got to be out there, you got to just try it. And I want to put you on the spot. How does it feel to have had me pressure you so hard to just go out there and try it, and then now look back on it right now and say, I actually did it?
It feels nice. I definitely will say I would have had a different experience going to school in Chicago versus going to school in Florida. So yeah, I mean, I'm thankful to have left this state. I think I got to learn a lot about different cultures and other people. So I definitely advocate for leaving from your hometown as well.
And nothing's wrong. And let's clap it up for that. We love that. Right. And nothing's wrong with staying where you are, because if you don't have the resources, you don't have the scholarships, you can make a way for yourself wherever you are. But I just want to hear that because I haven't got to thank you for real, for real. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Big Brother needed to thank you in front of the world. But okay, I really want to talk about this too, though. What kind of advice would you give for those students who are listening? Because I do have high schoolers listening in right now as well, who are watching right now on the YouTube or the Instagram. They want to know how to get into college, how to just step out there, and how not to be afraid. What advice would you give to them?
If you don't know what you want to do, just pick it. What I did my first 2 years was just take like all those freshman classes that you're supposed to take before I really made my decision. And I also advocate for leaving as well. I think you get to learn a lot more. And I'm not saying you have to leave the state, but just leave from home and take that separation, because you do learn a lot about the world and other people when you step outside of the world you've always been living in when you were a kid. So, yeah.
Would you say there's anything you regret about leaving your hometown?
There's nothing I regret. I will say that. I am, as much as I love Chicago, there's nothing I regret about leaving except my family and my dog.
Not your dog. So I got a few more questions before we go to break. And I want to know, you're now in college right now. You're getting your degree in biology. Did you automatically know that you want to go to school for biology, or did you switch majors, or did you try something different? What was that experience like for you?
So yeah, I did go for biology, but during that time there was an age of like tech and social media marketing and all that. So I did try to do I did an internship for computer science, and that was horrible. So I decided I was going to stick with medicine after that. I think that's something I've always just been naturally good at, as far as biology and chemistry. And I tried it and I was like, yeah, no. And I felt like if I'm going to be in school, I want something useful or something that I can take with me. So I stuck with my bio major.
Now let's talk about this. You are living a real life, and you are in college, and you're doing real adult things, but you're also technically still like not an adult, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're an adult. I get it. I'm an adult. But you're really not, for real. She hates when I do that. But I want you to talk about. She hates it so bad. But I want you to talk to us about the realities of being a college student. Do you really feel like you're living a real life, or do you just feel like I'm just kind of going through a simulation at this point?
Okay, I will say it does feel like a simulation a little bit, because you're not completely on your own. Your parents and all that are still present in your life, but you are able to have adult freedom. So it does feel kind of like a simulation. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, like I'm out at 3 a.m. and no one can say anything. Like no one's watching me. But then on the other end, I'm like, Dad, Mom, I need help. So yeah, I mean, I don't front too much about being an adult. I really take pride in being a young adult and taking that journey, because that's important.
Now, I want to talk about this. What does having a brand at your age mean to you? Because you are in a space where you're able to make mistakes. You're in college and you have a safety net to kind of do whatever. But once you graduate in about a year, everything you post on social media will be watched. Everything you say will be critiqued, and people will be looking to just bag on you. I mean, that's just the world. You think that you're safe, you think that you have a support system, but there are people waiting for your downfall. So I want to know, from a college student's point of view, what does having a brand mean? Do you really care about it right now? You're kind of just working on it, or it's kind of like, I mean, I don't really think about it because I don't have to.
It's very important to me, especially the magazine. I think that I have high hopes for the mag. Has been doing really well. That's kind of like our baby right now. So I really don't think too much about other people. Me myself, I don't post too often on social media, so I don't really hear much critiques or anything like that. But I feel like we have good content that won't really open the doors for like any negative comments. Hopefully.
Cool. So I got one last question before we go to break. I have to give you some pressure today. I have to give you some pressure. Look, she's nervous, y'all. Let's talk to the creators out there who want to follow in your footsteps. It's not easy creating your own business. It's not easy creating your own brand. And it really is not easy creating a magazine. I mean, as a radio personality, it's pretty similar. You have to get an audience that's going to actually pay attention to you and also buy into you. So what advice would you give to those listening right now who want to start their own brand or start their own creative business?
Don't First, you need support. I know at the end of the day, we try to do things on our own, but really try to find those people in your life that will look after you no matter what. I'm so lucky to have Ray in my life, because we wouldn't really be able to do this without each other. And then also just don't listen to what other people say. And honestly, sometimes your audience is not the audience you grew up with. Your audience is going to be people that you don't know, people that admire you from afar. And those are going to be the people that uplift you. And those are going to be the people that push whatever your creative niche forward. So don't focus on the hometown people. Does love them, but from afar.
Love that. Now, go ahead and let everybody know how they can follow Not a Phase magazine and also follow you on social media.
Yeah, so you can follow Not a Phase Mag at Not a Phase Mag on Instagram, Taylor Jeanette _ on Instagram for me, and Ray Mariah on Instagram, and also follow our TikTok at Not a Phase Mag.
Oh, I was told to ask this. How does it feel to be on the radio with your big brother, Taylor?
I'm very nervous.
Well, you did an absolute amazing job. I'm so proud of you. Yes, clap it up. Go ahead and ring the bell. Ring the bell, Taylor. Yes. Taylor, I love you. I want you to know that I'm always supporting you. I'm rooting for you. And I have the best interest at heart for you. You're going to do amazing things. You're already doing amazing things. Don't give up. Don't think that you're alone. And don't think that when the hard times come that you have to stop. Keep going. You have people watching you like myself. You know, you inspire me as well, even though I'm older than you. You know, you have Win, our younger sister, who inspires you. And you never know who you're talking to around the world, who you're inspiring right now. So keep being an amazing person. I love you. I'm proud of you. And I'm going to keep rooting for you. All right. We're going to take a quick break, y'all. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday. Actually, wait, pause. And you still not grown. Every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Stay tuned. We'll have more people on the show. Don't go nowhere.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursie Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Yeah, I love the live interaction. Yeah, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. So we just had Taylor Jeanette, who is my lovely 21-year-old sister, who just came from Tampa, Florida, to be on my live morning radio show and spend Thanksgiving with me. We also have my aunts, cousins, and everybody else here in the live audience as well. They don't want to come on the show. They being nervous. But we also have Doc Walls. And the cool thing is we're all from Chicago. So clap it up, Chicago, peace. Yeah. We got Chicago in the house. So I want to bring Doc back on my show because, you know, it's election time, not right now specifically for what you're running for, but in other cities for other things. And people are highly paying attention to politics and what's going on in other cities. And I want to bring some awareness to Vegas as well, because there's going to be some things happening in Vegas that we need to pay attention to. Doc is running for mayor here in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's from Chicago, Illinois. And some people wanted me to bring you back on the show to talk about some of your experience, because some people saw what you had to say last time when I was at a different location, but they want to know what experience do you have to actually be mayor here in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Yeah, his audience asks tough questions, but that's good. So my name is Doc Walls. I was born and raised in Chicago. I graduated Horace Mann Elementary, Chicago Vocational High School, Tuskegee University, and IIT Chicago Kent College of Law. I was in my second year of law school back in 1982 when Harold Washington announced his candidacy for mayor. And every fiber of my being stood up, and I knew I had to get involved. So I helped to organize the Lawyers Committee for Harold Washington, served as president of law students for Harold Washington, served as his assistant scheduler, and then I became his direct assistant. And in that capacity, I traveled with him locally, nationally, and internationally. I reorganized the departments of streets and sanitation, the Department of Water, the Department of Sewer, the Department of Inspectional Services, and made major decisions that shaped a new government in Chicago, a reform government. Additionally, I served as national political director for Jesse Jackson. I also served as John Kerry's main surrogate in Illinois when he ran for president. So I'm totally conversant and fully familiar with all of the issues relative to politics on both the national and local level. The most important thing about me is I have a vision for Las Vegas that's second to none. And that's what it starts with. You have to have a vision and you have to have purpose, but you have to also make certain that it makes sense budgetarily and otherwise. And I can do that.
Love that. Clap it up for Doc, y'all. Yes. So one thing that I haven't seen many candidates talk about just outright is what are the issues you want to tackle if you were the mayor of Las Vegas?
Starts with homelessness. The way I got in this race was I would sit in my bed at night sometimes and I would cry because I knew I was living comfortably, my wife and I, but we knew that people were out there struggling. They were sleeping underneath a canopy on mats in parking spaces. And that's what Las Vegas considers to be the answer to the homelessness problem. Well, I went to those candidates and I asked them about their plans and what their solutions are, and it became clear that they had none. If we don't take care of our brother and our sister, then who are we? And I just can't live comfortably and not,
It's a live show,
I can't live comfortably and not care about anybody else. So, I mean, God has blessed me to be on this earth as long as he has, and that's my rent that I pay for being here, making certain that I'm helping other people.
Yes. So you actually have a comment right now. I don't know why my computer is okay. Somebody said, Emergency says he said he has a vision. How can he make his vision come true here in Vegas?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I'm the only candidate with the vision, ability, and a comprehensive plan to transform Las Vegas from just an international tourist destination into a safe and secure world-class city that's designed to ensure the prosperity of every single resident and leave no one behind. So that means we have to help people unthink their economics and develop a smart economy that guarantees every single resident a better quality of life. And a smart economy includes the proliferation of cleaner, greener, more energy efficient and technologically advanced manufacturing plants, a series of public-private partnerships aimed to take away the ills that plague average, ordinary, everyday people. I mean, we have too many people who are unbanked and underbanked. So we have to have economic policies that are fair to them. We also have to make certain that people have access to capital. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure that everybody, no matter who they are, has housing as a human right, has safety, because we have a growing gang problem here in Las Vegas that we have to deal with. We want to make certain that we have irreproachable public safety services, not just in terms of the policies, practices, procedures, equipment, training, deployment, response time, and overall performance, but also in terms of making certain that our policing is community friendly and that everybody, rank, file, and command, as well as the civilian employees, understand that this is customer service at its finest.
Love that. I mean, if you guys like that, clap it up. Listen, y'all, the audience. If y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, you don't. But he gonna tell his truth. Now, we do have another comment. Somebody actually said that Doc is only for older people. What's your response? Not y'all laughing.
It's funny because, as I said, when I started with Harold Washington, I was 24 years old. So I was always the young guy in the room. Now I'm the older guy in the room. But here's what you should know about me. I have a wife named Pamela. I have 2 children on earth, 1 child that is now with God. And I have 6 granddaughters. I have 3 great-grandchildren. And I'm so concerned about their future. People like Taylor inspire me. I want to make certain that our young people have a world that they can grow up in and feel safe morning, noon, and night. I want to make certain that they can achieve all of their objectives and aspire to dream big dreams and know that those things are within their reach. So I want to establish, provide a superior public school education for each and every individual child. And that transcends the development of just modern buildings with state-of-the-art equipment and facilities which are conducive to safe and potentially productive educational environments. I want to make certain that our children certainly learn science and technology and engineering and math, but they also have to learn the arts and the humanities. They have to learn languages. They have to learn philosophy. They have to learn logic. They have to learn those things that help to shape them as a human being. They have to learn trades if they want to pursue a trade rather than go off to college. So we want to make certain that our young people have everything that they want, and we will invest that money necessary into our young people. We'll train and retrain and do whatever is necessary to help these young families achieve their objectives.
I love that. Love that. Ooh, yes. Awesome. Now, I do want to talk about this because Joe Biden is our president, and he is of an older age, and that has sparked a lot of people in my generation to be like, we need younger people in office, whether that's for mayor, governor, president, or whatever. So what's your response to people who may be looking at your age and think, okay, he is probably phased out of that role because of how old he is?
Like I said, there was a time when I was too young. Now some people will say I'm too old. No, the truth is it's an attitude. I think Joe Biden is way too old to be president of the United States. I think Donald Trump is way too old to be president of the United States. So I believe in young blood, and I believe in energizing the political environment. But here in Las Vegas is ready for someone who's just my age. And the bottom line is, I want people to judge me not based upon my age, judge me based upon my ability and my platform and the commitments that I make and the way that I present myself. That's what matters.
Love that. Love that. So we have two more questions before we go to break. One question is going to be from YouTube, and another question is from an email question as well. I had a few people reach out to me because I had you on my show before, and they were saying that we want Doc to talk a little bit more about some racial issues. There are a lot of people here that are of the African American descent, and they do not feel comfortable in Vegas, or they don't feel safe in Vegas, and they feel as though that their businesses, their livelihood, and just who they are socially is attacked by police and those in power here in Vegas. What's your response to that?
Yeah, I ran for governor in the last election specifically for that purpose. I got the endorsements of the Las Vegas Sun newspaper and Las Vegas Weekly. I beat out 14 other candidates for those endorsements. And they say that I have the best plan for the budget, best plan for public safety, best plan to diversify our economy, and best plan to ensure everyone's right to vote. I understand that from 1619 to 1865, we had 246 years of legalized slavery in America. It took the Underground Railroad, a civil war, the suspension of the Constitution, the Emancipation Proclamation, and 3 constitutional amendments to end that shamefully brutal institution. So it enraged me when I heard people complaining and saying that they were teaching critical race theory in our schools. Totally untrue. There isn't a school in America where they're teaching our children critical race theory. Now, they may teach history, America's history, and there are people who want to run from that history. But the bottom line is that is who we are. And unless we deal with history, we're subject to repeat it. So we want our children and everyone's children to understand how we got where we are and what people's experiences are. This world is not fair, and it's racially tainted against Black people. It always has been, and unless we change it, it always will be. And that's why I remain in the fight. Because it's easy to sit at home and just enjoy the things that I've done and sit back on my laurels, but that's not what life is about. The question is, what have you done today? Not what did you do yesterday? And so I'm one of those guys, I'm going to die with my boots on. People say, why do you keep running? Why do you stay involved? Why don't you go somewhere and sit down? The bottom line is, if I go and sit down, who's going to take my place?
Yes, love that. Now, this is the last question. This was submitted on YouTube. They want to know, what do you think about the other candidates, Greer and Kara?
Kara is a very nice young lady, and I have great respect for her. Cedric Greer is a councilman. I don't like a lot of the things that he's voted for in the past. I don't like his policies. I don't like what he stands for. See, the difference between me and the other candidates, all of them, is everything is my job. If the house is on fire, it's my job to put the fire out. Their attitudes are nothing is their job. And it's because of the structure of Las Vegas. For me, it doesn't matter whether or not a mayor can put pen to paper to solve an issue. The question is, are you using that office as a bully pulpit and setting standards and making people aware of the issues and holding people accountable from your perspective? So I like all of the other candidates. I don't have a problem with anybody personally. As a matter of fact, I'm thankful that they're in the race, because that'll show the difference between me and them. And I think at the end of the day, people have to decide for themselves. Do they want a mayor who keep Las Vegas's promise? And that's a commitment to public safety, public education, affordable housing, senior care, full employment, balanced economic development, equal access for the disabled, more assistance to the veterans? Do they want a mayor who just simply cares about people and is going to fight day and night to make certain that everybody's able to live a comfortable life? Or do they want somebody who will say, not my job, go ask somebody else to help you?
Love that. Love that. Clap it up for him. Yes. All right. So, Doc, we actually have one last pressing question that somebody really wants me to ask. So I'm going to skip a little bit of the break for this. They want to know your response to this, because in Vegas, it is a very small population of Black people. Very, very small. And a lot of them have been victim of the court system and have been victims of police involvement and being ticketed for things that they weren't actually a suspect for. And so a lot of people want to know, even though everybody is not racist and everybody in Vegas is not against Black people, there are a lot of people who don't like seeing people outside of their ethnicity here in Vegas. And there are a lot of people who don't truly like Black people outside of their wanting their culture. And so somebody wants to ask, how do you feel like you will actually have a chance in winning in a city that's not really for Black people?
Okay, well, first of all, let me start with this part. I have zero tolerance for police abuse of authority or for discrimination under any circumstances. And I fight that with everything in my being. I've been a victim of that. I grew up in Chicago, and Chicago has the same kind of racial issues that you have. First thing I learned when I started to drive was do not go into Bridgeport. Bridgeport is an area in Chicago, and if you were to go over in that community, you're going to have an experience that you would never forget. There are similar experiences right here in Vegas, and part of it is people's unfamiliarity with Black people. And I've had my share. I got ticketed for jaywalking when I was crossing at a crosswalk between two lights, an intersection, and the law says that you're allowed to do that. So just by virtue of the fact that I was walking while Black, I was accosted and harassed. But my thing is, Las Vegas is a city that people have come to from all over, and most people are appreciative of who you are. My campaign looks like the United Nations. Vegas is 10% Black, and you wouldn't know it by my campaign. My campaign has everybody, and people come and they're looking to see what you can do as a person to assist them and to assist this city. People care about Las Vegas. People care that we will have to compete against the rest of the world. So at the end of the day, no, we're going to take care of that. We're going to make certain that everybody feels comfortable in Las Vegas, and we're going to hold people accountable when they trample on other people's rights or treat people unfairly. But here's the interesting thing. I'm watching the situation with the Jewish community. And one thing I know is that it's the Jewish community today and it's us tomorrow. So we have to be really, really careful how we approach those issues, because that thing has a way of infecting a whole community.
Love that. And I appreciate that. Go ahead and clap it up for Doc. The reason why that hit me a lot is because I don't really feel safe here in Vegas. And I've had my run-ins with the police, and for things that I did not do and for things that I was just protecting myself and trying to make sure I was safe. And so it's hard being, I tell people all the time, I was telling my auntie Faye this yesterday, it's one thing to be a woman in Vegas. It's one thing to be a Black woman in Vegas. It's one thing to be a man in Vegas, and it's one thing to be a Black man in Vegas. And while I've lived in 9 major cities so far, I have seen people from all walks of life. I love everybody. You would never hear me say anything discriminatory to anybody based off of race, culture, sexuality, any of that type of stuff. But to have dealt with more racism here in Vegas, that is a city that brings people from everywhere, is insane to me. So I'm glad to have heard. We're gonna change that. And I'm glad to hear that. And there are people in the comments right now saying facts and that it's tough. I had people, when I got into my car crash, respond back to me, say that there were some police officers that gave them tickets just for being Black, or they ran them out of the city. So it's cool to hear that there's a person who's for everybody, but it's also for like the people who need help as well. And I appreciate that.
I've got a story to tell. It'll be after I make my announcement, but you all will know that I understand what you're going through. Don't worry.
And so go ahead, because I go to break. Let everybody know how they can find you, support you, campaign information and all.
Yep. My name is Doc Walls, DOCKWALLS. That's my website, DOCKWALLS.com. You can call me directly at 702-349-4809. If you want to send me an email, send it to wallsformayor@gmail.com. At the end of the day, we're all in this together. And if we don't make a change, nobody will. And this is a pivotal point in Las Vegas history. Let's do it.
When is real quick before your clap, when is the official announcement coming?
The official announcement will come in the first week of December. So about 10 to 12 days from now.
Awesome. Now clap it up, y'all. All right, y'all. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. We're gonna take a quick break and come back with some more people in the community. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursie Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. We have Vicki Lynn Mahana Campbell live on the show. Yeah, she's a realtor and a coach, and she's here to talk to you guys about what she has going on in the real estate industry and for the NFL Alumni Association. Take it away.
Correct. Vicki Lynn Mahana Campbell, BS 145237, America's Choice Realty. Got to do that. Yeah. I've been in the business 20 plus years. I'm a coach for the company, training brand new agents or struggling agents. My job right now, because of the nature of the real estate, is I'm here to educate on what's going on in the market, what's going on with townhomes and condos, what about rentals, all of that. And you'll see that on my Facebook page and some other social media, Vicki LM Campbell. You'll find that Market Monday and all of that. I love real estate. Love, love, love it. Otherwise, I still wouldn't be in it. I am still licensed in the state of California, which is fantastic. Now, let's talk about the NFL Alumni Association. So we have a couple. I met Jaime at the Huddle Up, and we've got the voice of Huddle Up, which is Doc, who is just on. Huddle Up is coming up on the 13th of December. So excited. But you know what? I want to thank Marlon, Vincent, Jackson, all the other NFL family members for including me on this. And my volunteers are amazing. But the whole thing about the NFL Alumni Association, it is the charity arm. It is caring for kids. We've got 5 different charities that actually are recipients of the monies that we come up with after all these different events. And the main thing is, Jaime, it is food insecurity for kids, which is just sad to believe that that's even going on, and children being trafficked. That is horrible. So that's why, I want to be part of that charity and to do good things. So as we have other events coming up, because we've got this big party thing going on, like in February, it's a game and it's a party.
And it's expensive.
And it's expensive. And we've got, from the volunteer perspective, we've got a bunch of events coming up. I love my volunteers that I've had so far. We still need more. So if you want to volunteer for the NFL Alumni Association, I'm the coordinator. Yeah, you can't miss me. 702-350-3511. Vicki, VICKI, at VICKICAMPBE ll.com. That's how you find me. I'm going to be blasting it. Got questions for me?
So I'm gonna say this real quick. The NFL Alumni Association events aren't expensive. I'm talking about the Super Bowl. That's expensive. But real quick, we have to get Shy live on the air. I do want you to talk to everybody about this. How do they get in contact with you outside of your email and your number to actually volunteer for the NFL Alumni Association?
That's exactly it. I keep my number simple. 702-350-3511. Vicky, VICKI, at Vicky, VICKI, Campbell.com. Vicky at VickyCampbell.com.
And give them the Instagram. I was trying to get her to say
Oh,
that.
it's Vicky Lynn Mahana Campbell. That's my
Yes.
Instagram. So it's a lot. Oh, and I have on YouTube too. It's Vicky Talks Las Vegas Real Estate.
Love
That's
that.
my real estate part of it.
Yeah, so make sure to go comment, like, and subscribe for Vicky. Clap it up for Vicky, y'all. Yes, thank you for coming on the Jaime Dee Show. My pleasure. Yes, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to have Shy Smith live on air. Don't go anywhere. It's the Jaime Dee Show.
Vegas has Italian Ice. Philly Freeze Me Italian Ice, also known as water ice, is 100% authentic Italian ice made with authentic recipes and fresh ingredients. Philly Freeze Me is also vegan. Try a single flavor or mix it up and taste test multiple flavors like watermelon and cotton candy or strawberry lemonade and mango. It can be adult friendly with alcohol infused flavors. 2 area locations open until 8 p.m. every day. Follow Philly Freeze Me on social media at Philly Freeze Me or online at phillyfreezeme.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Yeah. Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. We have the owner and founder of Nursie Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa, located at 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220, here on the Jaime Dee Show. You look good, friend. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. Now, we got people in here from Chicago. We got some other people who are here for some facials and stuff. Talk to everybody about the discounts they get when they use the Jaime Dee Show.
So the discounts, actually using the Jaime Dee Show is 50% off all services. So that includes facials, injectable treatments, it could be hydration, weight loss therapy, waxing, anything your choice, honestly, to tell the truth. That's the perk of being on the Jaime Dee Show. And if you guys come and book for the Jaime Dee Show, you get that perk off of your services when you book. So you just have to mention, hey, the Jaime Dee Show. We know to honor that 15% in general discount for you. However, for the holidays, we have some exclusive specials because it's the holiday season, it's giving time. So we're giving double that, basically 30% off all facials. So you can get facials of choices from anti-aging. Yes, we love it. We can get facials of choice from anti-aging, acne, rosacea, brightening facials, as well as teen facials. So those are our common facials. We also have added services such as like vajacials, getting that intimate care treatment done, waxing. So if you were to book any facial service, you would get a free waxing anyway. So we are open this weekend for Black Friday because guess what? We have to honor ourselves and treat our clients who have booked services. So if you are interested in services, this will be like the biggest time now of the year because this is the biggest sale we have of the year for the holidays. So again, Black Friday, we will be closed this week, tomorrow and Thursday, but we'll be back open in here Friday and Saturday. So again, our esthetician does all of those aesthetic services from facials, vajacials, waxing. Then you come to me for all the other services such as consultations for procedures non-surgically. That includes, Botox, fillers, facial balancing, weight loss, lipo, any kind of body contouring. Also, we have a new laser aerialize. So we treat skincare disorders, acne, warts, psoriasis, laser hair removal, as well as cherry angiomas and acne, and any type of keloid and scarring. So it really just depends on what concerns you have. So the best option is to, yes, book a consultation if you're not sure what to get, because there's so many things, there's so many problems we have, skin or anti-aging or any type of rejuvenation we may need, whether it's something basic as a facial or something like body rejuvenation. Just come do a consultation. That is really the best. And I formulate and customize all my plans of care for my clients. It's based upon your needs. So I'm not standardizing anything. You tell me your concerns and voice them. Guess what? And I come up with a plan and a solution to your problems and concerns. So, Black Friday also on our rewards app, if you guys scan the QR code in the front, we have where you can use the QR code to purchase procedures. So again, in treatments. Again, we have a Black Friday special specifically on the app, 20% off. I'm sorry, 25% off everything using a code. And on that app, you can actually book your procedures, or I should say purchase your procedures or pre-purchase them, but you can use that code, and that code is BCFM, and that's basically a Black Friday. Again, so that's Black Friday BFCM, and you get 25% off everything you purchase on the app, and you can use Affirm on the app. So again, we have financing options to make things affordable. Again, these are I should say, like insurance type of things. They don't deal with cosmetic, insurance doesn't care about cosmetic, your appearance and well-being. And you have to realize your cosmetic, your appearance and your well-being, that all ties together, especially too when it comes to your mental health and balance and things. So I do things a little differently in my practice. I don't really just focus on beauty. I try to hit you, mentally somewhere too, because I can make you look good and feel good. But if you don't feel that on the inside, there is nothing I can do for you. And that's part of my consultation. Be really assessing, are you a candidate for these procedures or these services I have? Because we all have issues, believe it or not. But my thing is, are you mentally prepared and ready to make this lifestyle change for your weight loss therapy? Because the stuff it's not cheap. It could be pricey, but it is the goal is for you to reach or enhance your well-being. You want to reach a healthier lifestyle. That's why we have services offering weight loss therapy, hair restoration, PRP, or removing unwanted or excessive hair, right? Because sometimes hair growth is excessive. You don't want it. And we have issues from hair growth. A lot of people don't talk about, like folliculitis, ingrowing hairs, those causing, infections. And that's why our laser aerolase will be treating those things. So again, make sure you guys just visit us on the web, www.NursieCosmeticsBeauty-spa.com, or give us a call, 725-205-1147. Or if you already booked an appointment, make sure you're here at 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are in between Durango and Buffalo as far as the cross streets, but we're on Sahara, but we're like smack dead in the middle of everything. You can't miss us, okay?
Awesome. Clap it up. Love to hear it. Now, Shy, we have a few minutes left, but I want to give you this time because we had a fan submittal question, and they want to know, how is it being a Black woman from Chicago with your own small business here in Vegas?
It is, it feels great. Running a business is not an easy thing. And I think also being a woman is not easy. I think all the women here can attest to that. And you have to learn how to balance. And I'll be transparent. I love what I do. I love, having a business, changing the lives of others. I love, making a difference. That's my goal. Why I have a business. I'm making a difference in my community. I'm showing and doing things what's never been done. How many Black medical spas do you know? How many women really focus on things like this? And I want to bring this into my community because a lot of people in my community or my culture, they don't experience things like this or value this. And I also, not just my community, I want to show women that value yourself. Your well-being is a part of life. Like that's how it keeps you balanced. Honestly, if we sometimes be so focused on, going to work, probably being a mom, being a wife, being a sister, being a good friend, and you forget about yourself. So that's what my focus is with women in general. But also, I do emphasize, now that I've grown and worked my business over the past few years, men need care too. So I just want people to know that, self-care is a part of your well-being. And some people see it as an expense because nobody educated us about skincare. Nobody told us Botox treats different things outside of your skin, like migraines, TMJ disorders, or excessive sweating. That's embarrassing, So it's just my job to use my knowledge and my education to educate the community, but also let people know like this option is available. Like, yeah, we live in Las Vegas. I think people get it confused because it was known like for a showgirl city and things like that, but it's not really that. You know, they did that and things like that because some people shy away from it because you got some people in the industry that you be like, oh my gosh, I do not want to look like them. You know, like that's a real 100% fear when getting these procedures and services. But I want to emphasize what makes me different is the fact that I actually focus on natural enhancements. I want you to feel your best self and, you know, restore and rejuvenate you naturally. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm overdone, overworked, because it's bad when you look like that, but also we know that's not normal, period. And I think a lot of people shy away because, again, in Vegas, that's what it's like. When we see it's a norm, and it's not. I'm here to tell you, it's not normal to not look like yourself. Again, I get work done. I do procedures. Yes, I'm a walk-in representation of my business and my brand because I am the first person, you know, I have, you know, that will portray the image, right? So
clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. Clap it up for that because she is a walking model for her business. Now, real quick, Shy, because we are running out of time.
Perfect.
And I want you to give everybody information on how they can find you, social media, number, and email.
Absolutely. So to find me, social media, Nursie Cosmetics, NURSIE Cosmetics, COSMETICSCO. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. Actually, if you type in Nursie Cosmetics and Google, everything will literally populate as far as my social media, my booking, my websites, everything. Also, the number 725-205-1147. Also, to email information or to get questions, we recommend you go on our website to put in a lead request, and we can do a specific consultation for you guys. But the email is info@nursiecosmetics.com. And again, me or my staff, we can help assist you guys to get you in for any type of service. Or if you have any questions or you want to start your own treatment plan, the best thing, if you don't know, just book a consultation. We offer free virtual 15-minute consultations.
Awesome. Everybody clap it up for Shy Smith. Thank you so much for being a wonderful sponsor, for being amazing. Please come check her out, 8360 West Sahara Avenue, 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. I love you, Shy. Thank you. Now, real quick, I'm going to boot her out for 2 seconds. Real quick. Come on over here. Come on, y'all. We got 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I just want to say I love my aunties. These my aunties, my cousins, and whatnot. Scoot over closer. Hey, y'all, we're live on the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Bye, y'all. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.